everyone!
Supreme Being.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Today it's almost like a continuation to one of our previous topics and things that we have discussed before as well. I'm gonna speak a little bit about the Matrix, a little bit of conspiracy out there, but
Well,
we are all starting to see
It is things that is everyone knows about, so
it's becoming reality.
It's
more
not
and more.
fantasy. It's just reality.
Yep.
And how life passes through you, and you think it's one thing, but it's not. It's quite tough. We all know about the law of attraction. How we create our own reality. This is not. It's not. Many people know about it. Spiritual people, even people who.
As a matter of fact, there's some misconceptions on the law of attraction because they always speak about how the similar attract similar, but it doesn't really work this way. It's
No.
actually opposites attract each other. Similars, they send away each
Just
other.
like magnets.
Yeah.
Magnets are the pure
It just
example.
doesn't have any logic to attract the same thing. But anyways, the point here is the law of attraction is in the center, in the core of the connection of twin flames.
Yeah.
And that is why as well it is important to understand how we are being manipulated through it.
We think we are supposed to be in control of our own life, but by misleading us that we are in control of our own life, it's much easier to be manipulated. Like this, we think we are doing our own thing, but we actually are not, and we go in a loop, and we come back to the same mistakes. We don't know what is happening, so we create our own reality again, and the loop continues.
Mm-hmm. I actually recently had a dream. I think I didn't tell you this part of it.
What is it?
It was there were some like major events that looked happening in the sky, but it was a manipulation. It was like almost like a hologram or manipulation from through technology and stuff like this, and the people were perceiving it as something natural, like a wow thing, and actually we are already starting to see similar stuff happening here and there. Some of them, they're not really like holograms, but again, it's a result of manipulation. I read about a month ago that officially they announced here in Bulgaria that from this year 2023 they will use a type of technology to control the cloud seeding, so that the rains are controlled. And we really experienced a very dry year last year.
Yeah, it was the driest thing ever. I experienced better weather elsewhere, where here in the past was better than other places, and
Yeah.
became the opposite.
It was super hot, super dry. It was very difficult to grow our garden because we have a small garden and we tried to grow some vegetables and fruits as much as we can, and a lot of flowers.
Fitting and loves flowers.
Yes, I do. So
yeah.
many of these things that we are observing happening out there, they're not really like entirely fake, but they are a result of some kind of human interference.
I don't feel anymore law of attraction and pure downloads. I'm not going to say pure downloads. Downloads in general of knowledge from the Astral, like innocent anymore. It has some kind of interference there. I was gonna say human touch. It's not really human touch, but there's an entity touch there. It just bothers me.
Yeah.
Every time I get a download, I make sure it doesn't come from this whatsoever, and
It's only
It's crazy.
the gut feeling that can tell
Gut
you.
feeling,
Really.
and only if you have like pure intuition and you really trust yourself is also possible.
You as a generator, you more feel it as a gut feeling, and me as a projector, I more like see through the energy, and I literally like see the not pure intentions behind.
Exactly. You really go to the core.
So each one of us, no matter what type you are in the human design or whatever, you know, astrology map you have some kind of mechanisms inside of you that work, and they tell you, they scream inside of you, but many times the mind interferes, and it's exactly the mind where the biggest manipulation comes from.
There's other ways that this manipulation comes in, and
But it's not exactly your mind. It's how the technologies or the tools are used. They affect your mind. So there's nothing wrong in your mind. It's how it is being manipulated from outside factors.
there's other ways that this manipulation comes in. Another one is through technology. I'm sure when you're scrolling on your social medias or something, you thought about something, and after a few seconds or a few minutes, sometimes takes a few hours, you go and you scroll and you see exactly what you created. Or, I mean, you didn't actually create, you just thought about it. So when we think about it, it's not even a proper creation. This is the proper law of attraction, is you are consciously creating something. But just a thought that passes through your mind, and then you go and you see that thing. This is definitely a pure sign that there's something not okay there.
I made a test last night without saying anything out loud, whatever. I was on the sending a GIF to Andrea, just like this as a test, and I just thought about a character, a certain character, and just 2 scrolls it took me, it appeared. I didn't even say it out loud. I didn't write anything. I just thought about it and it appeared straight away.
I was explaining to Petya that because I was watching some kind of a developer documentary explaining how it actually works. When you're scrolling, just below the scrolling, there's nothing. It doesn't exist anything. There's no segments. There's nothing in the future coming to you yet. It's like a robot with milliseconds or even fraction of milliseconds thinking for you what is the most relevant thing you should see. And as soon as you think of something, boom, it brings it to you. So it's like, it's quite advanced. Yeah. It's not limited to just this. There's also people, that you are supposed to meet. For example, I don't know how old you are, but 10 years ago, when we wanted to meet someone, it was more natural, and you just call the person or you text or something and you go to see each other. But now even this became a little bit strange. I cannot explain you properly, but I'm just gonna say how I feel. It's like the meetings are thrown to each other. Is this a thing? Like you don't.
It sounded funny, but it's very true.
You don't go with all your heart and go and communicate. It already is thrown to you, and it's all coming again from the mind. Like not just your mind. There's a global mind going on.
It's like a chain. So everyone, because we are all connected with the collective consciousness, right? We are all aware of this. And when there's like a bug put into this, like a virus, let's say, thrown out there in the collective consciousness, it goes everywhere on each level.
And you might be thinking, what is this video relevant to Twin Flames? Well, it's the
relevant.
most relevant, because can you imagine how many fake people will be thrown at you or interfere with your true partner or something else funny that we don't even know yet, and it will come across from your life, and you just don't know what to do about it. You will think it's the divine or whatever, because there's the synchronicities, which, look, there's nothing wrong with synchronicities. They are actually they are a neutral thing. It's just that there's always something going on that takes advantage. So.
Now, we don't want to say with all this that we
Exactly.
are not able to manifest things, to have telepathy and stuff like this. These are absolutely natural processes.
These are all natural and neutral.
And they are out there, and we are all able to tap into them and use these abilities. It's absolutely so. And I know that some people will say it's the increased power that we all have is because of the age of Aquarius that we are entering. As a matter of fact, Aquarius is more an age of technologies. Exactly, going into this vibe of super developed technological, robotic, and artificial intelligence, even times. And this quite has nothing to do with developing our abilities, because what are we going to develop our abilities? We already have them to their natural forms. They are already in us.
Yep.
So it's all about using them or not using them. But the thing is that because in spirituality we have been speaking about all these things for centuries, it's nothing new. What the new age, for example, spirituality speaks about is not really anything new. It's just based on old knowledge that has been there in the books for centuries and passed on from generation to generation. The thing is, though, that the Matrix grabbed onto this,
Yep.
and it started to exaggerate everything
Exactly.
to the max.
Yes. Like unnecessary already.
Yes.
And to the point that you just want to vomit.
Have you ever thought about this? We made the video about this long time ago when the 5G was starting. Have you ever thought about this? 5D equals 5G?
Yeah.
Because that's what it is. We have all been talking about entering in the 5D where communication is on a different level. Well, what did we do? We entered 5G where communication is on a different level.
And it is indeed. But we all accepted this creation that we all made.
So this is the manifestation from the technology side of the same thing. And these manifestations, actually, the more we speak about them on a spiritual level, the more they manifest on technology level.
And it goes on, even until the very conversation, the most intimate conversation you can have through telepathy. Sometimes it happens subconsciously, other times consciously. Even this can be tampered with, and before you know it, it's already becoming funny. Like you think you're becoming like a being with extrasensorial abilities, but it's just once again an interference from the collective consciousness. So we just want to say that everything is neutral and everything is amazing, except that it was set to private before. It was on private. Now it's public. Everything you think and you feel, it's public. Unfortunately, it's not secret. So just for you to know. So continue your thing, but just remember.
I think it's a very good topic for the members on continuation on this, on how to better recognize when it's fake or not.
Okay, perfect. Yes.
Because there are ways. Yes, we feel within ourselves, but there's also certain signs that show when it's
exactly.
There's something fishy out there.
We'll leave in the description below to become a member.
Yes. It will not be straight away, but within the next few days it will come out.
Yes, we'll put it.
I think it's a very good knowledge to share.
Exactly, because we are already fed up and we need a change. Right?
Yes. There's a very interesting video also coming after this one. And
for the public.
Yes.
One of these two, I think. It's this one.
This?
Yep.
Yes.
Fire twin.
why your twin flame is running away from you. And if you want to make sure that you don't miss that, make sure you subscribe.
Yes, and there's also, I'm gonna put in the description below, never to miss any video again. There's a Telegram channel also in the description.
Yes, that's our new thing. I
Yes.
love it very much.
And not only for this, we can also listen music together. There's a way I found out. It's very nice.
You're upgrading things there all the
It's
time.
relaxing.
very
It's
cool.
to detach yourself from the dynamics, twin flame stuff. You know, just to be a normal human being from time to time.
But at the same time, you can also discuss on these things.
Yes.
You can discuss whatever you want out there,
Yes.
pretty much, just to connect better. Because on comments here is not always the best way.
Still common though, because like this we
yeah.
can find out if your comment is relevant to the video. Because if you comment on the group, it's more difficult to find out everything. But you can still comment on Telegram channel. It's perfect. We're gonna put the videos there and the music.
Cool, I love it. I cannot
And more
wait.
to come. Thank you so much.
And if you want to support us, you can buy us a coffee
Yes.
down there.
It's
We
also
love you.
known. Ciao, ciao.
See you.